Boom, 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 boom.
The following episode contains themes of sexual misconduct that may be disturbing to some viewers. And with that said, we hope not to offend anyone with our stupid jokes, which are directed at the show, not the trauma. Unless the trauma is watching the show, which it is. But that's not the trauma we mean here. We mean the trauma depicted in the show. So without any further ado, part 3.
We are at the Circus. When the Circus was nice.
It was, it was nice.
There you are.
40 years later and $15 rooms takes a toll.
Yes, it definitely does.
It gets a little rough.
I was there once. I got hepatitis.
At Circus?
Yeah, it's a joke. I really didn't get hepatitis, but it's pretty dirty there. But look who that is. Another
Maury Amsterdam.
absolute royalty of American television, Maury Amsterdam.
He must have been like 5'1" or something.
I mean,
Like a pixie-ish. A pixie-ish man.
we should go back and see, is he wearing heels as he descends the stairs? Because he seems pretty tall here, you know?
He's got a little Loompa Loompa look to him.
He definitely
You
does.
could throw some orange on him. He could have been a Willy Wonka. Poor guy. He didn't age well.
He lion. No, but if she's a he, why does he have a she name? I don't know. That's the way I bought him. That's the name he answered.
So Lucille is a boy lion.
Okay, see, they've mixed all this stuff up. Sean.
I mean, yeah,
Lucille.
right? It's very confusing.
It's
But you can kind of tell Lucille is a male lion because of the mane, you know. But Maury Amsterdam, I mean, he did one great show.
in the bathroom now.
I can't really think of
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van
right?
Dyke show.
That was his thing.
And he played the cello
Yeah.
on the Dick Van Dyke show.
Come on, Izzy. Where would
And
anyone
he was
hide
bar
from a
mitzvahed
lion?
on the Dick Van Dyke show.
Really?
Yes, there's an episode of the Dick Van Dyke show where he's like 40-something years old and he gets bar mitzvahed for his mother because he never...
It wouldn't be fair to our board of directors if I didn't make one more strong attempt.
Gentlemen, please. I'm sorry, but
Mr. Feiner here thinks this would be very advantageous for you. And we're willing and prepared to offer you the security of a...
See, the only reason this show, I have seen every episode of this show, is
Right.
it is shot on location where I live.
Okay.
And it is shot on
And
location.
but if you didn't live here, you probably wouldn't watch it.
If I didn't live here, I wouldn't have the connection to Las Vegas that I do. You know, I've lived here for 20 years. My family's here. This is home
So
now.
this is it, and this is like a hometown
Yeah, and it's
movie, hometown thing.
It's
Hometown.
fascinating. It's
Yeah.
fascinating. You like this episode. We haven't seen a lot of the exteriors. That'll come later. You know, he's driving down the strip past the Stardust. There's a shot later on overhead where he's pulling out. Like, there's a lot of
Okay.
great shots of the city, and it's so different than it is now.
Yeah? Yeah.
Now it is this modern, built-up city. You know, where we are right now, when this show was shot, these houses were here, but nothing else around it
Right.
was. You know, and that's kind
lot
of
of
crazy.
desert.
The highway that's a mile from us, that wasn't here.
Did not exist.
It's crazy. But that's why I like this show, not because of the quality of this show. This show is
Right. Well, but it's got its own character.
Yes, it definitely does.
Well, let's dive into the inner lives of these people.
$1 million a year
So there's the bad guy.
with deferred payments.
$1 million a year contract. That's pretty good.
Well, he doesn't need to keep talking. She's sleeping. Look up her nose. She's so pretty up her nose.
She's out.
Up that nose
She's
is
out.
gorgeous.
We won't need you for this, Nat. Just wash out Sean's glass. We'll call you in a couple of hours. Bring the car around the side. I'll take her down the back staircase.
Yeah.
So back then in the desert inn, there were no cameras and no security. People just went and came and go as they
They did. It was Wild West, man.
Yeah. And now they bring her to a seedy
The
motel.
Seedy Motel, probably on Fremont Street.
He's taking it.
Ooh.
Oh, pictures.
Oh, jeez.
Pictures. Pictures.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
They're nice.
Is it nice? Ah, what a perv. So is he a pervert, or is he just like, oh, let me get these Yankees.com thing off here. Is he a pervert, or is he just like into like...
He's
Yeah.
a sociopath. They've got a lot of urges they can't control.
That is true. That is true. Desert Inn Country Club. So
Lovely.
here's Dantana's. So now let's just take a little stock. The terrible thing was he took pictures of this woman when
Right.
she was incapacitated, and obviously this is terrible, and this
Right.
is something that we do see happen sometimes today.
And don't condone.
Obviously not. But just because the characters are doing something terrible and objectifying doesn't mean the show isn't going to objectify also. This show is like, yeah, it's terrible what they did. We're gonna do some of this.
Exactly. Yeah. They're just continuing to roll the dice
Yes,
on it.
yes.
We're gonna go all the way. All the way. We're embracing it. We own it. Let's do it.
But we're an equal opportunity. Let's start by objectifying Dantana. There he is.
Tana. Hey, Dan.
Well, he does have some sheets that are not white.
I got one very scared little lady out there.
They're brown for a reason.
Finally spit out your name.
It hides the fluids.
What's her
I don't
name?
know.
Dawn.
That's, I don't want to know about
Now that I'm married, the sheets are white. When I was a single man, you know, you weren't looking for white sheets necessarily. This ain't a hospital. You know? And off he goes. Most inconspicuous car ever, right? You've never noticed that.
And you'd never know that was his house.
And that's in the middle of the city.
Right.
That is literally in the middle of the city. Like if we went there now, there would just be a million people walking around there.
Oh, shoot. That was close. That was close.
I think I stayed in that hotel the first time I was in Vegas.
I don't think so.
So this happened last night. She's still in this bed. Notice the sheets.
Yeah.
Lighter. You know.
Well, this is on his watch. It's his responsibility that she
Dantana's
was,
fault.
yeah. And he's starting to think, oh, geez.
He looked like Little Drizzle in
Yeah.
that shot. He looks like Little Drizzle.
He's
right there.
worried. He's torn between his lust and his fear of Roth.
I think what he's really saying is, damn, we were going out to dinner tonight. I guess
Jake,
we're not anymore.
From Lost and Found and Luck is
My
place
room,
of
my
first
evening
day.
is ruined. But man, is she
Yeah, I owe you
pretty.
one.
Yeah. He's also got the lion situation that he's got to work out.
Well, you know, we got A story, B story.
Okay.
We got fun story. Look at the prices of the
remember any
buffets.
more
We got
about
fun
last
story.
Yeah,
night?
what, $2.95, $3.95?
Paul Anka.
You're having my baby. What a lovely way of saying how much you love me.
There's the man.
You're having my baby.
Two men, Hayden and Fuller, and your old buddy Ned.
That's my
Kleiner,
Paul Anka anchor.
Uh-huh.
You're having my baby. Yeah, I go back to that.
Right? I can.
It's such a creepy song.
It is.
Put these on.
Look,
keep your
I mean,
head
they're
down,
just
we'll
driving
put
down
them
the
in
strip.
Dirty
That
Sally,
is what
the
race
Rose
book, the
Bowl.
Rose-
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you?
Yeah, yeah. That's down on the South Strip, as I recall.
Here we go.
Oh, wait.
Might be booby trapped.
Oh, you got to make sure you don't get any
Okay.
fingerprints. Oh, but now he's touching it. Now he's totally
Right.
touching it. What the, yeah.
CSI, where are you?
And
Ooh,
hello.
nice. No, stop it. But wait, honey, I want to see more.
When we're giving Little Drizzle like a cracker to like for his teething, he'll go, no, and he'll
Yeah.
smack it out just like, no.
She does not want to see those photos. Like, he does not want that food.
But again, look at the fantasy. Like she gets upset and what can soothe her? He's there. He's there.
Last night after you blacked out.
He's got his zoo shirt on.
Yeah.
Or his like Animal Kingdom. What was that? Wild Kingdom? Marlon Perkins.
See, I want, and I'm sorry, I just rewound it a touch. Sorry, I apologize there. But notice her outfit.
Yeah.
That is from the Lost and Found from the motel she was at. Because I guess they took her clothes.
Yeah.
After they took the pictures.
Do they have lost and found at those types of places? I don't know.
You lived here then. You tell me.
Would you wear something from there? I wouldn't.
So is she just wearing the top there? And I like the shoes. Like she does not look very, like model-esque from 1978. Although today that might be an outfit.
That would be totally an outfit.
Yeah, I could see
She
that
would be an
working.
influencer.
Yeah. But yes,
She would be
notice
in
the handkerchief, and then he touches it with with the left hand. You're touching it, Dan. You're touching it.
He had to get in there.
I mean, that first picture is pretty dirty for ABC in 1978.
I'm surprised they got that past the censors.
Yeah, there's like some side nip going on there.
Yeah. No.
It's okay. Don't tell us here to make it better, baby.
Don't make it better. But my husband's selling cocaine from his cars and his dealerships, right? Is that what he got busted for?
Yeah, but it
I can't
didn't happen.
remember.
It was a setup.
Yeah, it was a setup.
It was
the
all a
dirty
setup.
feds.
Yeah, it was
at
all a
FBI.
Yeah. Him and Randy Weaver.
Yeah. That's another one. At FBI. Hashtag.
Speaking of the Wild West. So let's not forget, this show takes place in Las Vegas,
Correct.
which in 1978 was the Wild West as far as anybody who was not in Las Vegas was concerned. So here comes our little piece of the Wild West, the Indian chief.
Okay. Is it a
Yes.
real Native American who is performing in this character?
Oh yeah, and you will recognize
Okay.
him. You will recognize him from a very famous movie.
Oh, a movie, not a commercial.
Yes.
He wasn't the guy who was
No, that guy was
wading
Italian.
through the
that guy was Italian.
the dirty rivers.
Yeah,
really?
that guy was
appropriation.
Italian. Yeah, that guy was like Gino Marchetti.
Yeah.
Gino Marchetti played football for the Colts.
Okay.
But no, this is from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The chief.
Oh, chief. Okay. Yeah.
The chief. So,
all right.
And we will be back for that in our next segment.